check, like, did working on DVP and DFME help in organizing the tasks better? Or do you think it will be helpful during the fabrication and actually when the vehicle is like being tested?
Yes, definitely. It is always beneficial to predict if there are any failures and how we can overcome them, because it also saves us the cost and reworking of the parts, and also time, which is much important while testing any vehicle. So yes, DVP and DFMA play a vital role in designing and fabricating a vehicle.
Devansh, I have just come to know that you all have done some automatic braking, some research work, right?
Yeah.
So, are you all thinking of publishing it or patenting it, or for like in the direction like innovation? It's a kind of innovation. So, are you all planning to publish or patent it?
Yeah, like me and my teammates, like we are planning to do that. It's basically like it's a software. Like basically we implemented machine learning and AI into a vehicle. And like what we are doing is, like when anything like any obstacle, let's say a car or a human, for suppose, like it comes in front of the vehicle when the vehicle is moving, and let's say the driver is not like not like concentrating at the particular moment. So like to avoid any accidents and all, so like what will happen, that the vehicle will just like see it, and like it will like apply the brakes, and like the person or the like accident can be stopped, like we can postpone it. Okay, so like it's basically like for a safety measure, like we are doing that. And like it's also for a social cause. So yeah, we were thinking to publish it and like to make a patent out of it.
Could you just tell us like what are the advantages of being virtually evaluated? Um, Aditya from Cygnus.
First of all, being virtually evaluated is a whole new experience. Uh, this pandemic has shifted us to new methods of evaluation. So the main advantages that I would like to say is that if you have a good imagination and good thinking process, you can really make an amazing chassis, an amazing vehicle in whole, and that would actually teach you a lot in itself. The second thing would be that this lack of physical conversations with your teammates. I would say that it has evolved us that we can even communicate without the physical presence of other people. So that I would say in its own is a very big achievement for I and as well as my team. So the way this conduction of the whole designing process and the preparation of the tournament package has been, so it is completely a new experience, and of course we got a lot to learn. And I feel like this work from home thing can actually be implemented to many things in the future, and this actually will resolve many problems for us as well.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Yeah, coming to next question, Siddharth from Anand team. So you and like we've learned a lot of things in textbooks, like in various concepts. Do you think those concepts you've implemented in FA cycle, and have you implemented them successfully? Like, could you name a few if you can?
Yeah, actually, and anything if you want to do it practically, you should have a theoretical knowledge also. It's a very basic tool. What we were trying out was Ackermann steering, but Ackermann steering as a whole is not possible in FSI. So what we did was we tried its geometry, okay, and like we have a really good team of designers. I myself is a certified CAD designer. So we tried out multiple things. The angle what the Ackermann gives, the 40 degrees, feasible in this FA cycle. So it was like, and since we were not able to make any physical prototype, so we had to make well design and then changes and all. And apart from that, uh, it's not only what you read in textbook can be possible. Okay, it's all your imagination till what extent you can think. just try it out in the software. Software is a very best thing to try out any new thing. So none of the textbook you'll find saying to use a single caliper for the brake. We were doing some research work. We found out some research papers. Again, the research, you can't really all the research papers. Some of them are really vague, but they will say that no, they'll guarantee that the things are correct. So just read it, try it out. You try to make all the theoretical calculations. So that is what we did, and we have implemented the combi braking over there. These were basically the two things: the Ackermann braking.
Okay, thank you, Siddharth. Yeah. Vikhya, how do you think analysis before investing into physical machine is important, and how much a team should invest time in analyzing the your design?
Coming to analysis, we have performed kinematic analysis and CAE analysis. Kinematic analysis means we have implemented some new mechanisms which we cannot say by imagination that it will work or not. So the kinematic analysis helped us whether the mechanism is working or not. It reduces the manufacturing cost and time we invested on that through software stimulations. And coming to CAE, it helps in optimizing our chassis and optimizing the material which we buy and which further decreases the cost. And also, we can just invest the material which we want, and we can find whether the chassis sustain the dynamic situations or not. Not only chassis, but every part. It plays a major role in performance of every part, which further influence the performance of vehicle. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Coming to Vineet, what were the major hurdles in getting the virtual prototype ready? And what was the scope of conducting the physical measurement and testing?
Yeah, uh, right, because it wasn't to us preparing a CAD model and every virtual thing we are doing this now. So yes, there were hurdles at every point. So the basic the only source we got to learn the software at a particular time is some on the online sources. So whatever we are learning from the online sources, that would not be enough to do all those things, because every step you're doing in the CAD, preparing the CAD model or going for CAE, it would be every new step and every new thing, and it will be almost a new challenge for you to do so, because you learn from some online websites and you keep on trying doing. And as this time we had a kinematic analysis also in the virtual, so because that was a huge thing we faced difficulty in doing so, because you work on 2 or 3 days putting all things together and just you click on one thing and every part will flow here. That will be literally disgusting when you finish the work so hard. So I would think that this will be also give some new experience to the teams to do so. And yes, it was quite difficult because we are not going for a physical event, but the documents we are preparing should be made keeping in the mind we are going for a physical vehicle. So at some points we don't get exact measurements or exact parameters that how we need to do this. So it's all about the experience or the ideology or the imagination on how we do the vehicle. So yes, it was quite difficult, and few things like the suspension this year we have implemented in our vehicle, and that too we went for double wishbone, which is a quite bit complicated thing, but at the end of the day we could do everything better. And yes, we learned a lot of new things, and these were the hurdles we faced, and it's a very good experience for us.
Thank you, Vineet. So, Pratish, as you know, that this is a team event and teamwork is very essential. I generally in such major project. So, what is the crucial aspect of teamwork in such projects? And in these lockdown situations, how were their interaction? Were there any funny, hilarious moments between your teams? Could you just share with us, if any?
The major motivation or the aim of what we can say, the thing is to never give up in any of these hard situations. So being this was our first virtual event. So there were many hurdles. The designing team was new. The CA team was new. They had no previous experience of designing any vehicle or analyzing any vehicle, and that was our biggest hurdle. And also the difference, what you can say, lack of technology, because many of the people left their laptops at in Pune and went home during lockdown, and so there was that one problem also, that the designing team was not having laptops at that time. So the new members or the members which were only there present for manufacturing, they stepped up during these hard times, and they learned designing from them, and they implemented their, I mean, they did their work as much as they can. So this was a very good thing that the team did, and yes, so always having each other's back. This is the most important part while being in any team.
Yeah, thank you, Wood. I think Vineet has some hilarious moment to share with us. Yeah, Vineet, let us know.
Yeah, actually, today we had an evaluation for the final package. So everything was going quite well. At a moment in the design report, the judge was asking about like, why did you choose the lithium ion battery? Why did you opt for it? So we have explained it very well. And there is a person, one of our junior from the electrical department. She was in charge for it, but at a particular time she didn't respond. So I took the backup and I explained everything why I took the lithium and etc. So there was another question immediately raised from the judge that did you compare? Why did you take only lithium ion? Why did you compare? So actually, I don't know what work they have done. So somehow I could manage that. Yes, we have. Uh, uh, Compared 2 or 3 more batteries of different powers, and we thought it enough on that. And at the same moment, she came up with that, and she was like, no, we do any comparison. Just we were given in the rule book to keep 35H battery, so we are going for the 35H battery. So after everything I've covered well and did very well, she came up and she was just pressuring the point. No, we didn't do anything. Just we just made it as the team committee as per the rule book. It was there. So I was like, oh, what are you doing? Like, just shut up, be calm. That I was not able to control her, and the judge was okay, fine. He was also like laughing. Okay, fine, it's fine. Okay, that
But
was really
don't
an awkward moment for us.
but don't you think your teammate actually helped you out actually? But because if the judges might be knowing the rule book very well, and that might have actually your teammate supported you in this stage, instead of losing marks, she at least corrected you at the right time. Don't you think so?
No, because I covered every point that would satisfy the question. So actually, why we are going for 35H is he asked a part of the rule book, what practically you are doing to supporting your 35H battery rule. So we were all covered well and kept all the parameters, all the logics, why we are going for it, and everything was fine. And she said, no, we didn't do any research at all. We don't know anything. And also she mentioned we don't know anything about the battery, and they were just going for it. So that was very awkward. So
Happens so sometimes. Maybe this is something which depends on knowledge. That is what we lack at the college level, and we tend to develop it as years pass by. So maybe Siddharth, you could just wanted to share what are the importance of the analysis and how properly you need to use them. If you wish, yeah, I think you wish to share.
All right, ma'am. The analysis is actually the second most important part designing any vehicle. The first one again is after the safety analysis or the trial runs, what you do after manufacturing phase. So analysis, one of the major factors is to consider the FOS. The FOS affects a lot of things: the vehicle weight, the overall credibility, and till what extent the vehicle will move. Again, there are it actually mainly depends on the software used. I put so the ANSYS has lots of highs and lows of it. So before starting for the analysis, you should also know what are the lows of the software you're using to get an accurate result. Like if I tell you when you fix a part in the ANSYS and you try a fixed position analysis of it, it won't show what the other parts won't be fixed. It will just show that what particular part is going to break. So these are some of the points which can be taken care by the designer or the person who is doing the analysis. And again, yeah, the kinematic analysis was something which was I think made a hype. I don't know for what. Actually, the kinematic analysis could be done very easily by suppressing the parts which are of no use, because once you are doing the analysis, you already know what parts will be moving and what other parts won't be moving. So just suppress the other parts which won't be moving. So and again, yeah, I accept that if you haven't put a motor on a particular point during that kinematic analysis, it will affect all other parts. But yeah, again, so it's something which you need to be conscious of. And one of the major drawback of kinematic analysis is you need to have a strong laptop. I think this was something which the organizers should have taken care of before giving this into the like report. But again, it is actually of a major help. This was the first time when we were participating for the FA cycle. But yeah, I have worked earlier with different teams in my college, so it has actually helped us a lot to knowing what all of our design failure is there.
So that, do you think that if colleges were like if it was a normal situation, then this issue of your laptop or something could be resolved by the of like college computers or any other, or still you think that these softwares were a major drawback pulling you in the design of your vehicle?
Um, uh, Actually, this actually depends on the college. Okay, the college is ready to produce such high-end laptops or computers. My team luckily had, or if your team have any gaming laptops, it will work. But yeah, if your college provides such high-end systems, it's really good. But again, if you're in a city, every city is there is you'll easily find some place where they have such systems, maybe in a gaming zone or somewhere, where you request them, you can pay them hourly or whatever charge they, and you can work it out. It's not that big deal.
Okay, but I think generally in engineering, most of the students, maybe not everyone, but there are major students who have these gaming laptops, especially boys. As per my experience from during my college days, I did know many of my friends who had gaming laptops, and I think everybody in this room who are them, every team member, any one of your team member might be having the gaming laptop. Am I right? I can think you can unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I would
You're
say that I
actually
am
correct on
smiling
this
since
point,
you
but
mentioned this thing, because I have one right here on which I am operating right now.
Like I would like to add
yes,
like we all
actually,
play online games like full team.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty
but
common
again,
these days.
all the
Like
gaming
everyone,
laptops didn't
yeah.
support. One of my teams had, I think, Acer or some brand name. It wasn't supporting. Yeah, but my laptop is not a gaming laptop, but yeah, it supported the kinematic analysis. So it actually sometimes depends also on the specifications, despite of it being a gaming laptop.
Yeah, it's absolutely correct, because even in spite of many, even the gaming laptop is performing very well. But if at all you go for many games, too many games, but the software like ANSYS and SolidWorks, especially ANSYS, will take so much RAM consuming thing. So uh, even it should, while doing work with this thing, you need to sometimes compromise and remove the games as well. Sometimes that will be very high performance task while doing with ANSYS.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally agree with your point. You decrease the mesh sizing by 1 millimeter, and your computer will run into hanging malfunctioning mode.
Yeah.
We
I
all
think
we
a
all have
whole
to
thing
do
would
some
have
sacrifices.
that it's in a high-end mode. I like,
Yeah.
dude, what is this?
It's the
Okay.
same
Yeah.
happens.
Seriously, because
The
when you work
art
on 2 or 3 days optimizing the design, once you keep it and you just click one button, every whole system will just shut down and so it will be very painful at that moment. So, oh God, what happened? Just be
One
very
of
painful.
my junior, he was trying it on, I think it was not a gaming laptop, and she tried this analysis, and after that, she had to format her laptop.
Now I
So,
see real life experiences you all sharing. This is a big issue is that laptop with a proper software and the speed and the RAM. Okay. So other than this, I think Hardik, you
I
had
believe
some, yeah, Hardik had some other problem other than this laptop to share.
Yes. Due to more number of parts in a vehicle, we were unable to open the CAD during the virtual evaluation. Also, some parts are unable to be displayed on the CAD. So this is also a major concern. And the laptop which we're using was of i7 processor. Then
Okay, thank you, Hardik. Yeah. So, Sushma, could you share with us your overall experience of the evaluation? Like, how was your experience, and could you share with us your evaluation experience?
Yeah, the overall evaluation experience was very enriching. And from my end, I can say that I prepared well for those documents which I was responsible for, and I was able to fare well. And team was also able to fare well through the. There were but at some point of times there was some questions which we stuck, and also we got to learn a lot from those evaluation procedures. It was all overall it was very enriching, and we got to learn a lot from this evaluation process. And yes, I think that this virtual process has kind of helped us to prepare ourselves in a better manner for physical event. So I think this virtual process was very much helpful for preparation.
Okay, yeah. Anuj, could you just tell us what is the something that motivates you and your team to join FE Cycle? And were there any enriching learnings in this journey?
Yeah, so the major thing that motivates us is the learning experience that we get and the amount of knowledge we are able to accumulate due to this event. The awards are one thing, but despite of if you don't get awards, you have done everything you could and you learned so much in 1 year. And this was an experience for me as I was a first year starting in February, and I had virtually no idea about any CAD or CAE, or practically I had no idea about how engineering works in a way. So in these 6 months, I have learned everything about that. And also this motivation to learn more should be the main aim, and the award should be the secondary aim. Of course, you should work as well as you can to obtain the awards, but the knowledge that you gain will always be the first priority for you.
Thank you, Anuj. Anuj, is there any special moment in your team or within your team would you like to share any of your experience that is memorable one? Something that FE Cycle has given in this lockdown period as a memorable moment for lifetime?
Yeah, definitely. We were preparing for a deadline, and I think it was document package 1, and we were completing some CAD related issues that we had, like matching clearances and some issues that we were getting again and again. So usually in such situations, if you were in the college, we would be working till 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. Resolve all these things. And even though we weren't actually there, we could still be there with a meeting, and we could have the exact same experience and the rapport that we have with the team. We could still build that and uh, get that into our uh, our event thing. And this we are I'm very grateful that I was still able to be a part of this, as I was not there last time. And the senior members will always tell us about the experience that they had when they were like pulling a night or something like that. And one of these times was really fun for me.
Yeah, thank you, Anuj. I hope you enjoyed. So we have someone else who would like to speak on its evaluation experience. Aditya, you would like to share?
Yes, I would like to share one experience from the evaluation that we had, the package 2 evaluation. Actually, at the end of evaluation, when we were about to end evaluation, the mentor asked us a question that did you participate in the last year's event? And we said yes, our seniors participated. Actually, this year the team was whole new, the members were new. So the last year's team was different, and he asked us did we participate in the last year's event, and we said yes, the different members were there, and he asked us to refer us the vehicle that we designed last year. So we read a specific innovation that we did last year, which was the gyroscopic headlight. And it was a bit of surprise that the mentor recognized us from that gyroscopic headlights. Actually, he was the same mentor who conducted our technical inspection last year also. So we ended our evaluation with this bit of surprise and on a happy note.
You can say you were lucky to have the same mentor again.
Yes, we were lucky to have a same mentor, and also a kind of bonding was established between our mentors after that.
That's really good to hear. You had a good bonding with your mentor, and I hope he too had a wonderful experience
Sure.
mentoring you. Yeah. So, yeah, Vikhat, you could
Yes,
like
sir.
to, yeah, Vikhat, you would like to share something?
Yeah, ma'am. I would like to share how virtual event helped us in developing our skills. And up to last year, we have performed assembly and ANSYS as a point that just as a rule means we need to perform, we are performing. But this year we understood the importance of that assembly. Means last year we just performed that in order to have a basic idea on how and how the parts placement is there, and we haven't have any idea on how the interface will be. So we faced many problems while manufacturing the vehicle in real conditions. But this year, we have a complete concept and idea on how the parts interface and a perfect model of our vehicle. We can say a perfect prototype. Instead of a physical prototype, we have a car. We can proceed with it. And another thing I want to share is incident means before the evaluation day, we are switching for our evaluation judge, that is Sumit Agarwal's profile in online. We found that his profile in LinkedIn, Microsoft means that we typed that name and we went upon switching upon our judge and we found him. And upon seeing him in real, we have yes we have got means our research is correct. We have find the judge correct judge. Yeah, we feel like that. We have that enjoyment in our team. On first look, we see him and we are surprised. Means our research is done good. We have found his profile on the before day only.
Okay, so you had the background research of your judge before going in front of him. That's really one of a
Yeah,
plus point you can say.
yeah. We saw that he is a CAE professionalist. So we prepared within the field of CAE. It helped us.
So from this, our team, the organizing team, should learn that we should not reveal the judge's name in advance, right? You mean to say, so that you don't research regarding the judges beforehand, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, no issues. Like, let's see. Siddhant, you had some experience to share. You can share now.
ma'am. So, like I already told you, the first time we were participating, so everything was new to us. And to add a worse, our mentor had some health issue, so he was not available to us. So our lead mentor, whenever he used to find some time, he used to contact us and help us. So during the document package one submission, it was I think the 5 p.m. was a deadline submission. Again, we as an engineer, as like only to stick and work in a deadline. But again, we as a team thought that okay, 5 p.m. is it. I mean, you are not supposed to submit after that. So that would be thought. So we were working accordingly, and I think it was 1 hour, 2 hours before the submission deadline. We just wanted to show our model once to our lead mentor. So okay, we shared the screen to a Zoom meeting, and it's like okay, this is okay, this is okay. This. I said, listen, I don't like your kill switch. We're like, acha. So our assembly is already in a high-end mode. If we even want to change it right now, it will at least take us 4 to 5 hours because deleting a part, then laptop will hang, then designing a new part, then again laptop will hang, then assembly again laptop will hang. So it was something like, okay, what to do now? And we told sir that, sir, this is the problem. We really can't. He's like, you should have contacted us earlier. And how can I tell him at that moment that, sir, we are engineer, we work at last moment only. So that was actually a scenario, but okay, we pulled it off later on.
Yeah, even I would like to share the same thing just to Siddharth. So during the package one, almost completed the this thing, CAD model. I think we were to submit around July 31st was the last date for the package one submission. So we sat at the night and we were doing the project, and right before the tomorrow was submission. I think 31st was the submission. 30th night our product was expired. And we need to do a little more things to be done. So what we have done, okay, in Priya we have uploaded all the parts files into the Google Drive, and I was like at the time I was calling like who is having SolidWorks, who is available at this moment. So I was keep on calling everyone. So luckily I found some guy. So I somehow through some apps I connected to the system, and I downloaded all the Google folder. It was all about 500 to 600 parts together in the assembly mode. So after getting all the, almost it took 1 hour to download all the files from the Google Drive itself. So after trying all the 1 hour time and downloading, and after opening the whole huge assembly file in the system, and his system got hanged at once because it could not tolerate this heavy file. So he was, what happened to this my system? What did you do? Like we were in search of another system. So somehow we could, one of the senior was in contact. So somehow we could, his system was in a pretty good condition. So we could pull it off at the end of the work. So we had to switch it, do it in 3 or 4 systems, and whatever the whole work is done, again you need to save it and you upload it, and again you need to re-download it and do in another system. That will, but that was a quite good experience and quite good memories. That okay, somehow after doing that much hard work and your product is ready, then that happiness is a bit different.
So you are happy that finally you have achieved what you wanted, that happiness you have actually experienced.
Yeah, definitely, because for a new for the team we are going for the first time, and that in a virtual, when you're even a beginner to the SolidWorks, when you're not even in a position to optimize the 2D diagrams, or you cannot do exact constrain the 2D diagram measurements, and you finally at the end of the day you go for a big assembly of the vehicle of 6 to 700 components, then that will be like a big achievement. Oh, we have this much. That's a great experience. Yeah, we are very happy that we got to learn new things, and we did so much in the meanwhile.
So you can call it an enriching experience of FE cycle.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, Devansh, would you like to share any one of your experience with us?
Yeah, like all of us are saying the experiences of like while evaluation. Like we had a great moment after the evaluation was completed, the package 2-1, as like the team was working like day and night. Like we were like door to the deadline. We planned the deadline, so like they were all working literally hard, and even before the this evaluation on, like we prepare all the PPTs the day before and all. So we do a mock trial, and so like they all were working. So, and also like after the evaluation, like what we did was we just we had a evaluation lasted for around 3.5 hours, and after that we had a meeting, the separate team meeting, and like in that we all just shared our thoughts, and like we played guitar and like all stuff. So like we played music and all, and later we requested our team mentor to join us for the same, and like it was a very heartwarming session. Like we literally the team mentor, he bonded us all. So he asked few personal questions to us, like what are our future plans, and like so we got to know each other much better. So it was very like a cool thing which we did.
So you develop a family, and actually now it's like a homely bond which you have developed with the FE Cycle team.
Yes, like it's the same feeling, like family only, like.
Yeah, happens. Sure. Yeah, Siddhant, you would like to share your any of your reviews, or anybody would like to share your reviews? Because I think now we
Okay,
can
ma'am.
wind up. Yeah, Siddhant, you can continue.
Now, I think one of the major problems like all the team faced was regarding the designing part and the software itself. Like I work in SolidWorks 2016, one of my teammate work in SolidWorks 2019. So the parts he designs won't be compatible in mine. I think organizing if the virtual rounds continue for the next year also, the organizing committee can come up with a common platform like Fusion 360, if they could provide us the student version and all of that, because on that all the team members can work at a time in an online mode. So this would, I think, would be a solution, because while working in online mode of Fusion 360, it does not require the high-end requirements of the laptop. So I think this would be a solution to it.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Siddhant, for your comments. So, Aditya, I think you would like to share one of your experience with us. Aditya from Cygnus.
Yeah, so this is actually a fun experience. So when our evaluation started, so there are friends from your engineering school, those friends that you have done crimes with, so they are your partners in crime, and you look into the screen of your laptop, and there is this smile on your face, and then there is a smile on his face, and after that you cannot control your smile. So this term is actually called as contagious laughter. And today only our evaluation was going on, and this happened. So I had to hide my face from the webcam. So this was a fun moment, and I guess I would remember this contagious laughter fun moment for my whole life.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah,
even
that's
that
how
smile won't even will be for temporary. It will be
yeah.
continuing for so long.
You
It will keep on continuing the
know
smile
what
that.
you have done with your mate. You kind of know what crimes you have done with your mate, so you cannot stop
Yeah,
that
yeah,
smile easily.
yeah.
It takes
Yes,
time.
yes,
You have to
exactly.
shut off your webcam, then you have to restart it after you have controlled your emotions.
Yes, but eventually that will be keeping on keep on running in the mind. That doesn't end.
Yeah, it would be like a geometric progression, goes on increasing.
And what happens is, you know why you are laughing, why you are smiling, but the person like the judge or the mentor will think that we might take it as another problem.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
So I think everybody had a wonderful experience with FE Cycle, and I think we have a lot of memories to take home, and maybe these are the memories which can be actually sharpened if we physically have this event. Thank you everyone for sharing your experience, and hope to see you soon again. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I think we can stop it, like we can end the podcast
Yeah,
today.
And we would also like, if at all in future, anything like this, we want to planning that we will be ready to join this, because the first time when we thought we are going to feature in a podcast, that I was a bit excited. Okay, for a podcast, it is quite new thing. I never experienced. But after but our evaluation was today in the 2 to 5 p.m. So during the evaluation, there will be some ups and downs in the evaluation. So after finishing the evaluation for two almost 2 hours, your brain will be just blown off, and you are like, "Arey, podcast. Why is it?" Like the whole excitement will be get dumped after the evaluation. So somehow again, okay, when it's come to experiencing a new thing, that the momentum will keep on going.
Okay. Yeah, because if you see, apart from your family, FE Cycle itself, with all those teams is a family, and we hope to grow this family as large as we can. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for supporting for this podcast and cooperating with me. So I think we can end this meeting and see you soon. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, man.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Support.
you.
Yeah, yes. Actually, finally, Jitendra sir and Asifa ma'am also are in the meeting. So we would also like to
Yeah.
thank them for providing us such a great opportunity, and for and also for keeping the momentum. Like every year, the program, F-Cycle program, has to run for sure, and if not physically, then go for virtual. And I remember when they were all thinking for going for virtual, they had a meeting of around 200 to 300 people in a Zoom meeting, and they were asking for each team, what would you like experience, like what would you go for a physical event or a virtual event, what are your views? So that was a quite moment there. They took a very good decision for keeping that. Yes, we'll really like to thank for supporting us in all aspects, and
Yeah, like
motivating us. And
we will literally like appreciate the efforts from FE Cycle committee. Like from the like virtual evaluation also, we got to connect with different teams like through this podcast only,
yes,
and like it was really heartwarming for all the.
yeah, the contacts were increased so much. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got the
as a
same
final note,
experience.
I
See,
would
basically the thing will
request
be like
Gorse to
even
yeah, yeah, after you. Please continue.
yeah, even the thing is like when you're new to the virtual, and even you don't know your following teammates a bit more, but you know the people from some Delhi or Kerala, you keep on talking regularly about the work, and you build up the bond more than your own teammates. So that was a quite good experience, and we got to learn a new very more things in that contacting in that contacts. So that will be helpful for future everything. That was a great part.
Okay, thank you, Vineet, for your comments, and everybody else for your very insightful interaction. Gorsar, would you like to go before me before I give my word?
Yes, I would like to add something here. So first of all, hello everyone. Good evening to all teams. And we have interacted a lot in a formal manner with you all during the entire session, but this is a bit informal session here. So I will follow the theme. Actually, some people have commented that the virtual round came up and that was good for most of the teams. So I would like to say here that uh, we actually had to do this Zoom meeting to know the views of all the teams, whether we should go for a virtual or not. Because within the organizing committee itself, there were many. We should cancel the event and then we should do it next year because of the COVID. And it is not possible. Every event is going to be cancelled nationally, internationally. But there were actually different views on it. So we thought actually to directly interact with the teams who are going to be benefited if the event happens. So for the organizers, it is always challenge to know the real feeling of the people who are actually the people who are going to be affected with that decision. So that is a responsible job at our end. And then we came up with the idea of directly asking you all. And then we knew in the starting few feedbacks only that uh, everyone wants to have event, if not physical, then at least virtual. That time we situation will get over in a couple of months, and then we will come back to the normal. But unfortunately, the situation did not improve. So we tried to improve the virtual experience a lot, and then we came up with this WebEx based evaluations that time. And I thought it will be a big challenge for teams actually, because of the connectivity. People are there at different locations, they are not having good connections. So even before that, the challenge was to how people will operate the big huge softwares. So but ultimately team could manage, and I really appreciate the efforts of everyone. So this is the challenge, and even today everyone is surviving very tough. So but you all managed it quickly, and today we could end up the evaluation. So now your part now it's our part. We are going to be busy with all these evaluations, the score preparation, and then so let's wait for the valedictory, and then we will announce good results. May you get good rank, good awards. So that's best wishes from my side. Thank you everyone for joining this podcast, and it was a very interactive experience today. And you made it live. Thank you everyone. So yeah.
Thank you, Gaur. In fact, I need to give credits to Gaur for all, making this happen, guiding us all throughout the way, like every step of the way, like organizing how the mentoring should be done, how the team should be contacted, and which platform should be used, starting from everything. He did it so perfectly. And in fact, it is the journey that matters more than the end results. I think the teams would relate to it. So even during this journey, we also had a lot of learning. We had no idea how a video conferencing would take place and how reliable that is, or maybe how a virtual event could be done. We did not have a physical vehicle. How do we conduct the TI without seeing it? So it was a great learning experience. And I think doing a podcast like this has also, like for the first time, gotten teams interacting with each other. We weren't sure if teams are interacting a lot in the previous seasons, but I think we are encouraged to do this further. And yeah, I think we're just learning and we're just scratching the surface. So let's like keep the good thing going. And yeah, I hope you had a good time. Thank you all for joining the meet. Yeah, I guess that's all from my end.
Yeah, and thank you, Runali, for hosting
yeah,
this
she's
wonderful
done a
session.
brilliant
Yeah. She made it very interesting for all of us. Thank you, Runali.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. I should thank you and Asifah ma'am for giving me this opportunity, actually. And the team were really very supporting, and they actually interacted very well with me. That's the reason we could actually have this podcast successful. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. And I have a request to meet, like if everyone has a time, and I have a song to dedicate to F Cycle team. So from guitar. So like if everyone is up for it, so
Please go ahead.
Yeah, sure, we would love to hear it.
sure.
Yeah, sure.
So it's Memories from Maroon 5. I hope like you could guess it. So it's basically tap song. I'm not going to sing. My voice is not that good. Yeah. Thank you.
That was wonderful, bro.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Sure, you don't sing.
Yeah, ma'am. Like, I don't know, like my voice as like from the in the virtual round through this meeting.
Doesn't matter. We could write note. If anybody else
Asifa,
knows, probably we can
Asifa,
join it. Yeah, yes, sir.
why don't you invite such kind of creative stuff, songs, music, and all from teams? We will feature them on our channels.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah. Devansh, I'm going to talk to you about this later. And if everybody else also has some talent, please show up.
Ma'am, actually I can sing as well as I can play flute, but currently I don't have the song prepared.
No problem. You could sing a song for us, probably.
I can give you the bits if you want. Chords.
Okay, so let me think of a song first.
Yeah, we can also be like a chorus from the backside. We'll start humming.
Yeah, so this is from
Yeah, all of us can unmute.
Yeah.
This is from Sonu Ki Titu Ki Sweetie. You all probably would have heard it. This is from Arjit Singh.
Is the song coming right now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. So तुम जो रूठा तो कौन हंसेगा, तुम तो कौन रहेगा, तुम चुप है तो ये डर लगता है, अपना मुझको अब कौन कहेगा, तुम बजा तेरे बिना बेवजह बेकार हूँ मैं, तेरा यार हूँ मैं, आजा लड़े फिर खिलौनों के लिए, तुम जीते मैं हार आजा करें फिर वही शरारत, तू भागे मैं मारूं, गाली तेरी सुनने को तैयार हूँ मैं, हो तेरा यार हूँ मैं। थैंक यू।